start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They go play action now. Lawrence flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
I'm ready. Hey, stop. Hey, Charlie.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. He will have the conversion and more than that. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now it's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Brandon Smith. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Watson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. go on fourth. Watson, that's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tanner Conner, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Watson. Completes it right side to Cooper.
That's a good bounce ball play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 36, Watson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third down, Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Watson's throw taken in by Grant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Watson now to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5 now. Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Back to throw, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
York able to send this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Connor. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha! Bravo!
On play action, Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
From the 25 on second down, Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Lawrence. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Myles Garrett in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He's got Smith here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Under pressure, they got him again. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They go up the middle with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action now. Lawrence forced out to his left. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha! Bravo!
Here's Lawrence. Touchdown! Jeff Smith from 17 yards out. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Finding room at midfield. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Derek Brown coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Watson, he'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the red zone now, Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. The clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Go, go. Hey, exit. Hey, 5 seconds. Hurry.
Lawrence from his end zone. He completes it to Ridley. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 3.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Play action. It's Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
54. Hey, Hey, got it. Hey.
Lawrence will throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Watson to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And they just took a timeout. With 2 seconds to go, this one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Pass complete to Chubb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The CD always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the